Hello guys, in this video we will see how to create an Amazon EC2 Linux instance using AWS Management Console. So let's get started. So the first step is to log in into our AWS account. So we will be logging into our IAM user account because we will do all the stuff using IAM user. So let's enter our account alias. Click next. IAM username and then password and then click on sign in. Now we have landed on the AWS Management Console. So now we have to navigate to EC2 Dashboard. So I can see EC2 over here, but if you are not seeing it in the recently visited tabs, you can quickly search it in the search box provided and click on this EC2. And this is our EC2 dashboard. So we can see all the stuff related to EC2 over here. So currently no instances are running, and by default AWS provides us with one security group. Now we have to create an instance. So we have to click on this orange colored button, which is launch instance. So just click on it. Now it is showing me that we have to provide the name and tags. So let's give our server a name. So let's give it my server. My server is the name of the EC2 instance that we are going to create. Now the second step is for application and OS management, or Amazon Machine Image AMI. So you can also read it. And AMI is a template that contains the software configuration, which is operating system, application server, and applications required to launch your instance. So as we are creating a Linux instance, so we will select Amazon Linux. It is already selected, and you can see there is Mac OS also, Ubuntu also, Windows also, Red Hat also, and there are so many variations of Amazon Machine Images. Now we have to select which Amazon Machine image we want to create. So please make sure that you select free tier eligible one only. I am going with Amazon Linux 2023 AMI, which is free tier eligible, which is by default selected. So you can also see that we can also free tier under free tier eligible. We also have Amazon Linux 2 AMI, but we will not be going with it. And also we have Amazon Linux 2 with .NET 6 under free tier eligible also. So we will go ahead with this Amazon Linux 2023 AMI. Please make sure you select this, otherwise you might get charged. And rest of the things rest of the things under application and OS management we will keep as it is. Now we have to select the instance type. So I will move ahead with t2.micro, which is free tier eligible. But in case you want to see, there are so many variations in instance type also. So also you can see that instance the T2.nano is under family T2, and it contains one CPU, 0.5 gigabytes of memory. And about T2.micro, it also comes under the same family T2, and all the other related details are mentioned over here. We are going ahead with this T2.micro because it is free tier eligible. T2 small is also there, T2 medium, and you can see there are so much variations over there. So we are going ahead with T2 micro. Next is key pair. So we need to create a key pair for logging into our uh, uh, EC2 instance, for basically creating a connection to our EC2 instance. So as of now, we don't have any key pair associated with our AWS IAM user. So we need to create a key pair. So we will simply click. If you will see, there is no key pair as of now. We can move ahead with without a key pair, but that is not recommended. So we will simply create a new key pair. Just click on this. Click create a new key pair. Now it is asking us to give a name to the uh, key pair. So I will simply give it a name. So as we are in North Virginia region, so I will simply give it a name NV North Virginia key pair KP and 1. So this is a good way to remember that this key pair is available for North Virginia region, and this is the first key pair that I am creating inside North Virginia region. So I have named it NVKP1. You can name it the same because it is easy to remember that this key pair is in North Virginia region, and this is the first key pair that I have created inside North Virginia region. Rest all the details key pair type I will keep RSA, that is that is selected by default, and private key file format will be .pem. I am keeping it by default. So now let's click on create key pair, and a tab will open where it will ask you to save the key pair .pem file. So I will simply click create a new folder named key pairs on my desktop and save it there. I have saved my nvkp1.pem file on my desktop inside key pairs folder. So I also recommend you to create another folder for the key pair files so that it is easy to navigate to them in case we need them in future. So now you can see that NVKP1 is automatically selected, but if in case you want to see that now NVKP1 is being shown here. Previously it was not shown, only one option was there, proceed without a key pair. Now NVKP1 is also being shown, so we have to select this NVKP1. Now we have to now let's move to network settings. So inside network we are under this VPC, which is automatically created by which is the default VPC provided by AWS for this account. So VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. We will understand more about this in the later videos. Currently there are no preferences for subnets, and auto assign public IP is also enabled by default. Next is firewall or security groups. So what are security groups? You can also see it here. A security group is a set of firewall rules that controls the traffic for our instance. So security groups act like a firewall, that what traffic can enter our uh, EC2 instance, and what traffic can enter our EC2 instance. So we can add rules to allow specific traffic to reach our instance. So by default, AWS provides us with a default security group, which you can see over here. So this is the default security group, but let's create a new security group. Or we can do one thing. We could click on this edit button, and now let's create a new security group. Let's name our security group web server 1, and description web server security group. Now let's add inbound security group rules to our EC2 instance. So let's click on add security group rule. Then we have to select HTTPS, HTTP or HTTPS. So I will select HTTPS. And source type I will select anywhere. Now let's add security group rule for HTTP also. So scroll down to HTTP and similarly select anywhere in under source type and keep rest of the things as it is. So we have added the security group rules also. Now the storage part is 8 gigabytes, which is okay for me right now. So we don't need to change this because we are not going to do anything with this instance. Also, you can read a notification here. Free tier eligible customers can get up to 30 GB of EBS general purpose SSD or magnetic storage. So 30 GB of EBS elastic block storage general purpose or magnetic storage we can get for free under free tier account. So we don't need to do anything over here, and rest of the things I need to keep as it is. And number of instances, now I am going to create only one instance because I don't need multiple instances running. So for now it is okay to keep it one, but there are some cases where you need to create multiple instances. So you can with the same configuration, multiple instances with the same configuration. So you can increase the number from here or just simply write the number. For now I will keep it one. Now you can review your EC2 instance details. AMI is Amazon Linux 2023 AMI. Virtual server type is T2.micro. We have created a new security group, which is web server security group, and storage is 8 gigabytes on volume. Also, it is showing another notification here. So in free tier, we will get 750 hours of T2.micro in the whole sorry, we will get 750 hours of T2.micro per month. So we can use EC2 service for free for 750 hours, and also that too for T2.micro. So now let's create our instance. So simply click on launch instance. Now it is creating our security groups, creating security group rules, and now it is launching our EC2 instance. So You guys can also see that we have successfully initiated the launch of the instance. So our EC2 instance has been successfully created. Now scroll down and click on this view all instances, and you will be moved to the instances dashboard, where you can see that uh, 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 a web server or EC2 instance named my server is launched. Currently it is in running state. uh, we need to check the state. We need to wait for the status check. So currently it is initializing. uh, Please keep refreshing it, because check may take, in some cases it takes time to get completed. But our instance is up and running now. You can also see all the details over here. Instance type is t2.micro. This is the instance ID. We can also set alarms that if something happens inside this EC2 instance, or at any particular time, we want to set an alarm to inform the owner of this account that this thing has happened. So the availability zone is US East 1B, and this is the public IP public IPv4 domain name service. There are no elastic IPs associated with it. Monitoring is disabled, and security group is web server 1, which we have created, and key name is nvkp1, which we have also created and stored inside our uh, local stored on our local device. And you can also see the launch time of this EC2 instance, and the platform which is Linux. If you check this box, you can also see more details about your EC2 instance over here. So AMI ID is also there, subnet ID is also there, VPC ID is also there. This is the default VPC that AWS provides us. Status and alarms tab. In status and alarms tab, we can see that there are no alarms associated with this EC2 instance. And this is the monitoring. So right now monitoring is not enabled, so we are not seeing anything. And also this is the security tab, in which we can see security groups, any IAM roles that we have created and associated with this EC2 instance, that we can see here. And these are the inbound rules that we created while creating our EC2 instance. And this is the outbound rule, which is which we kept as it is. Next is networking tab. So these are the IP addresses and VPC ID, all the things related to network over in this tab. Availability zone is US East 1B. Next is storage, which we kept as it is for 8 gigabytes. So we don't need to do anything over here. And the next are tags. If we want, we can specify more tags over here, but by default, when we create a EC2 instance and give it a name, it automatically generates a tag, which is where the key is name and the value is the name that we provide. So we created a my server EC2 instance, so tags are name and my server. So let's refresh it and see whether it has passed the status checks. So yes, it has passed the status checks. 2x2 checks passed. If you are not able to see it right now, so don't worry. It will take time. It will take time for some of you, but it will surely get 2x2 checks passed. If you are not seeing this 2x2 checks passed, please, or seeing any message that is like error message in red color, please again follow the video and create another EC2 instance, but make sure to delete the instance that you created before. So now that we have created the EC2 instance named my server, uh, you can connect to it using this connect. Also, you can stop the instance, reboot the instance, or terminate the instance from here, and you can do other actions also from here. So now let's try to connect to our EC2 instance. So let's try with EC2 instance connect. There are so many options to connect to an EC2 instance. EC2 instance connect, session manager, SSH client, and EC2 serial console. So let's try to connect using EC2 instance connect. Username is EC2 under EC2-user. So let's simply click on connect. It will open a new tab where you will see a terminal like interface. It is currently establishing the connection. So yes, so now we have successfully connected to our EC2 instance. As you can see, the username is EC2 user. So this is our EC2 instance, and if we type this command who am I, so it will tell you the name of the user, EC2 user. These are the Linux commands, because we have created a Linux instance, so we can run all the Linux command on this. Also, if I write ls, so currently there are no files inside our EC2 user. I will just create one folder which is docs. So if I now do ls, we can see that docs folder has been created. So let's go inside docs folder. Now we are inside docs folder. Let's see whether nano is present there or not. So nano hello.txt. So yes, nano is also present there, so we can write anything. Hello, this is our first EC2 server. So this is basically a text editor which is provided by default inside inside Linux terminal. So as we have created a Linux in Linux EC2 instance, nano is also present in this instance, so we can write anything. We can open any type of file inside this. So now let's save this file. So click Ctrl X, Y, and enter. So now we have created a hello.txt file inside docs folder. If you write ls, now you can see that hello.txt is created. So now let's see it over here. Okay, sorry, cat hello.txt. So I am using the cat command to display the contents of hello.txt. So as we have as we wrote that sentence, hello, this is our first EC2 server, so that content has been displayed over here. You can try creating multiple files and displaying the content or whatever thing you want. You can also install softwares inside this EC2 instance, but that we will do in some later video. Now if you want to go back to if you want to go back to our instance dashboard, we can simply change the tab, and I don't want this, so I will simply click on the close button. Now our EC2 instance is running, and we have played with our EC2 instance. We have connected to it, we have done multiple things. So now is the time to close our EC2 instance. So I will select this EC2 instance, uh, open the drop down of instance state, and here you can see that there is a stop instance option, reboot instance option, and terminate instance option. So we have to terminate the instance because we don't want this EC2 instance again. So I will simply click on terminate instance. But uh, in case there like while we are doing some things with AWS, there might be a case where we want to use that instance again. So we will simply click on stop instance, and when we want to restart our instance, like we have installed some software and the EC2 instance requires a restart, so we will simply click on reboot instance. For now we will click on terminate instance because we don't need this server again. So always remember that the servers that you don't require, please terminate those servers or stop those servers, because you might get charged because your EC2 server is remaining. Uh, most of the cases happen that people forgot to terminate or stop their EC2 instance, and they got a bill at the end of the month. So this should not be the case with you. So please terminate this instance because we don't need this instance. So simply click on terminate instance. Now it is asking us for confirmation. So this is the instance ID. My server I want to delete, and termination protection is disabled, so I don't need it. It is also saying that EBS backed instance default action is for the root EBS volume to be deleted when the instance is terminated. Storage on any local drives will be lost. The file that we created hello.txt will be lost, so I don't need it. And the EBS volume that we mentioned in the storage section, that 8 gigabytes of memory, will also be deleted. So let's click on terminate. So the EC2 instance has been successfully terminated. So if we refresh this, you can see that instance state is shutting down. It is showing shutting down for now. Please wait for instance to be completely terminated. You should see terminated message over here. Keep refreshing it. It will take some time. So now it is showing terminated. So our EC2 instance name my server has been successfully terminated. So that was what we want. Yeah, so we have successfully created an EC2 instance and terminated it, and also used it. We created some files in it and played with it. So that was all for this video. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.